King's Country at kingscountry.net. Jim King of the radio behind the wheel. Stay with me in the 11 o'clock hour. We've got some special guests joining us. Is James, Jerry, Brian, and Jenny all talking about NerdCon coming to Mont Bellevue October 21st. It's a Saturday, 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. We'll give you the location during the interview several times. That's coming up in just a little bit. Stay with me as we cruise through the Jim King of the Radio Show, TGIF edition.
You're the one that made me cry.
King's Country, kingscountry.net, where country is kept real. Country has changed so much it's hardly recognizable anymore. Only time I ever listen to mainstream country stations is when I drive the old Caddy. I take it for a spin once a week, usually to China and back, China, Texas, that is. Stretch its legs a little bit, and I listen to the AM/FM radio then. That's probably the only time. It's about 10, 15 minutes. Like I said, it's hardly recognizable, and I saw the change coming when I was in terrestrial radio all through the 2000s. It was becoming more like Southern rock, which I didn't have a problem with. I grew up listening to the Doobie Brothers, Leonard Skinner, loved Southern rock, 38 Special. Well, that's the way country sounds today. Anyway, here's Kane Brown talking about his new song, I Can Feel It, which borrows from Phil Collins' classic, In the Air Tonight. See what I say? They are changing.
So this song came after we were trying to find somebody to perform with me at Stagecoach. Phil Collins was one of the people we wanted. And after we were in Canada, we wrote this song. I immediately fell in love with it, with the drum feel. It's so familiar to a lot of people. I'm really excited to play it live. I immediately saw the image of it after we wrote it, and I can't wait for everybody to hear it and get to jam along to it.
King's Country, kingscountry.net. We're cruising to the 11 o'clock hour, and as promised, coming up, we're going to be talking to the crew of NerdCon, talking about James, Jerry, Brian, and Jenny. They're going to join me and promote this great event coming to Eagle Point Recreation Complex in Mont Bellevue, Texas. Just a hop, skip, and a jump from the Golden Triangle, October 21st, featuring over 80 booths with celebrity and cosplay guests and contests, games, comics, and so much more. It's 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. at the Eagle Point Recreation Complex in Mont Bellevue, Saturday, October 21st. Hope to see you there. I'm polishing my Crown Boy hat already. I love to go to things where people dress up. That's why we like Renaissance Festival and other events like that. This will be something new to capture for our TV show and the radio show. NerdCon, October 21st. We'll talk to those folks coming up. Stay with me on King's Country. King's Country, kingscountry.net with T-Bird, a.k.a. Tracy Bird, one of his big hits. I Want to Feel That Way Again. You know, he lives right here in Beaumont, Texas. When he's not out on the road, sometimes I bump into him at the grocery store. Well, not literally. But that explains why I'm having you guessed it, fabulous flashback.
King of the road.
Backstage in Orange at Riverfront Pavilion with Tracy Bird.
We're talking about love styles and the not so rich and famous. Love styles and the not so rich and famous.
Tracy Bird, I've been a fan of yours since before I moved here. It's now been 16 years this month that I moved here, and I met you shortly after that. It's actually the longest I've ever lived anywhere, and I think you had something to do with that. Maybe Mark Chestnut, too. I said, this must be a pretty cool place if guys like Tracy Bird and Mark Chestnut chose to stay here when they could have lived anywhere else.
Yeah, I mean, that is interesting, you know. I mean, we could have lived anywhere, and of course we're pressured to live in Nashville, you know. They, you know, when you sign with a big label, they want you to be within a phone call away from them, you know, to do whatever, which is a reason to live back home, you know, to get away from all that. But yeah, I mean, you know, it was home for us, and we stayed, and we enjoy it, and we love it, and we're still here, and glad you're still here, too.
Howdy! We're just so proud to be here.
King's Country, kingscountry.net. We've got a major event coming to Mont Belvieu, Texas. I know you guys are going to love this. It's NerdCon 2023. It's October 21st, Saturday, at Eagle Point Recreation Complex in Mont Belvieu. It's free to enter and park. And with me on the phone, I've got James, Jerry, Brian, and Jenny. They're putting this together. I'm really excited really excited about helping promote it.
Hey, we're excited to be here and getting to be on with the Jim King. Man, that's like that makes us extra celebrities up here.
Maybe a little bit here in Southeast Texas, but you guys are all in the Houston area.
Yeah, we're just east of Houston, so we're kind of between Beaumont and Houston. So we're just east of Houston. So again, it's just fabulous. We really want to grow our audience out in Beaumont, and so your help's going to be a big part of that.
Howdy, I'm Jim King, a.k.a. Jim King of the Radio. King's Country, kingscountry.net. It's a special week here at the Radio Ranch, radio and TV metropolis. I mean, my little spare bedroom on the west end of Beaumont, because we're celebrating 24 years since my arrival in Southeast Texas. 24 years ago this week, I rolled into Beaumont with my big U-Haul from Elk City, Oklahoma. I had accepted a job hosting Afternoon Drive on Kicker 95.1. That's something I hadn't said publicly in a long time. Don't even listen anymore, but I had a 9-year and 4-month stint, close to 10 years, hosting Afternoon Drive on the number one country station. That's a long run. Anyway, during that time, I had started my TV production stuff on the side because I had several free hours in the mornings before I went and did my air shift, and so I decided to launch a little TV production company. Eventually ended up on TV on local Fox affiliate. And then in 2009, got called into the office one day and found out I was being laid off. They did give me a nice severance package, but I never looked back. I thought, well, this is kind of a crossroads. What should I do now? Should I try to move up the ladder in corporate radio? But it would be the same old shit, if you know what I mean. I'm sorry to say that, but I can say that because it's my station. Yeah, it would be the same old shit. Just a bigger market, maybe a little bit bigger paycheck if you're lucky. Anyway, so I decided to stay here and do this, and I'm so thankful that I did because I've got freedom. Yes, I can do what I want to. So anyway, we're celebrating 24 years of being here in Southeast Texas. I think it's close to my 40th year in broadcasting now. And thanks for streaming King's Country. We'll keep it about the music.
Let your head down. Wear something pretty.
King's Country, kingscountry.net. I have to admit, I am not a Swiftie. I may become a Swiftie. I don't know. Taylor Swift is just not my thing. I remember when I was in country music, she was a country artist when she first broke out. It might have been the mid to late 2000s. I remember our program director, Mickey Ashworth, and I agreeing that she really couldn't sing very well. I don't really get this hysteria about Taylor Swift. But speaking of Taylor Swift, so are Travis Kelce and Taylor Swift seeing each other or not? Travis was asked yesterday on a sports show, and he answered by giving it a Kansas City connection. Here it is.
I threw it out there. I threw the ball in her court. And, I told her, I've seen you rock the stage in Arrowhead. You might have to come see me rock a stage in Arrowhead and see which one's a little more lit. So we'll see what happens in the near future.
King's Country, kingscountry.net. We're cruising into the final hour of the Jim King of the Radio show, and it's the weekend. That means my TV show airs 4 times here locally between Strike TV, the CW, Fox 4, and on YouTube. Anyway, the latest episode's about to air right here in the Golden Triangle this weekend. We're talking Frank Martin Gilligan back in the Royal Spotlight. We'll have the Southeast Texas debut of Presley and Taylor's new video as our Taylor Trading Company music clip of the week from Nashville. We'll have the Honky Tonk Texas fabulous flashback, go all the way back to 2009 with Robert Earl Keane right here in Beaumont at Ford Arena. And we'll have a couple of Local Licks segments to kick it off. It's part 3 of our Local Licks mini-series. We'll kick it off with Tim Burge and follow that up with Tyler Dozier. Here's a taste test.
Hello. Hey, Joe. Yeah, I'm doing just fine. Your same old job, your same old lies. And now she's left me. No one's by my side. I'm still in Houston. Same old house, same bad luck. I still wear a ring and drive my orange truck. Well, I probably shouldn't leave here. She'll come back. But to answer your question, I'm still in Houston.
For anyone that probably doesn't know, the largest independent music awards at the Josies in Nashville, Tennessee, it actually won Single of the Year out there. So last year, so I was pretty proud of that as well.
When did the songwriting start for you?
So the first song, Doing Time in Texas, is the only one that I did not have a hand in writing. After that, it kind of picked up probably 6 months after that, and I picked it up, and I love it just as much as playing now.
Again, we're at Honky Tonk, Texas, one of our favorite stomping grounds. I just love the videotape here. It's so easy to get in and out.
It is.
You got the stage door right back here.
Perfect.
Yes.
Perfect setup.
They've been good to you at Honky Tonk, Texas. Derek and the crew?
Yes, sir. They have been so welcoming, and just so glad and so thankful for them, and glad to be here. Glad to be here.
So what are your plans for the future in the music business? Obviously, you want to do this for a career, don't you?
I do want to do this for a career, and I'm kind of working out the details. You know, it's a long grind. It's trying to get your name out there, but just working on getting an EP right now, and I got a ton of songs that I've written and had pitched to me, and just working on an EP and getting out there and playing around the bigger venues out here. Try to branch out as well, get to Lake Charles, maybe some Austin and Houston as well.
All right.
Tyler Dozier is quick to credit his dad, Donald Dozier, for teaching him much of what he knows about music.
My dad has played all over Southeast Texas. He doesn't anymore, but he played with Chestnut back before he got big. And he's just one of the best guitar players overall around here that I've heard, and I've heard a lot of them, but I guess I may be biased about that, but he's pretty awesome, man.
Tyler has a unique rig that he rolls up to his gigs with.
But you have a horse trailer, and you haul your equipment around in it?
I sure do. We have
horse trailer.
We have weatherproofed it and working on turning it completely into an equipment trailer. It's got a living quarters up front, so I can stay. And man, it's actually turned out really well.
So it's retired from hauling horses now?
It is for now. I mean, if we had to, it could, but it is retired for now.
Yeah, that's unique. I have to give you that.
It is. And the idea, we were looking at equipment trailers, and got to thinking, man, I got this old horse trailer out here, and it's not really that old. It's in great shape. I said, I don't haul horses very often anymore. So,
you can put your logo on the side here?
Actually, I'm going to wrap it.
Oh,
I'm going to wrap it. So, yeah, I got big plans for this trailer.
That'll be an attention getter, man. That's great.
Yes, sir, it sure will.
Yeah, you're doing it your own way, huh?
It's the only way to do it.
Yes, sir. That's how we do it. We've been doing it independently here for 17 years on the TV, and once again, glad to have you on as a guest here. And
yes, sir. Thank you for having me.
Keep up the good work.
Thank you.
Tyler Dozier Band. Thank you, sir.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Goodbye,
Houston. King of the Road. Check out Tyler Dozier this weekend on the Jim King of the TV show 3 times on Fox 4 and the CW. We'll be posting segments tomorrow at JimKingOfTheRoad.com and my YouTube channel. And thanks for streaming King's Country.
The Texas honky tonk. There's no place like home.
Since 2008, Honky Tonk Texas and Silsbee, Texas has featured a steady stream of the very best in local, regional, and national touring bands. Kings Country, kingscountry.net. Are you as fascinated by technology as I am? I'm still fascinated. I got to pinch myself that I can sit here and talk to you on the radio from the spare bedroom of my house while I'm also producing a TV show. We've come a long way, babies. Case in point, do you use your credit card or debit card to pay for fast food? Well, 30 years ago, it was shocking customers at a place that it all started. Wait for it. Burger King. I've been accused of being Burger King. Anyway, here's a TV report from 1993. You'll get a kick out of it.
The home of the Whopper is offering cash or credit.
I think it's pretty bad if you have to use a credit card when you go to a fast food restaurant for something as little as $3.10.
Burger King bosses say workers won't have to figure out how much change the customer gets back.
I just hope it doesn't slow things down at the cash and carry, that people are going to be having to call New York and get the confirmation or, whatever it is, because when I want a Whopper, I want it now.
Just another way to spend money. I'm sure it'll work for people on vacation when they don't have to do something, but I can't imagine it working on a day-to-day basis here.
Sweetheart.
Kings Country, kingscountry.net. It's the weekend. That means I'm just getting geared up for television. Yeah, it's a Friday. It means tomorrow my TV show airs 3 times. Tomorrow morning at 6:30 on the CW. Then tomorrow night at 7 o'clock on Strike TV. You need to get that Roku app. It's a 24/7 country station out of Livingston, Texas. Strike TV. It's on cable TV there, but everywhere worldwide on Roku. Then Sunday morning at 1 a.m., they have hours of football, college football preceding us. So that's been the case 2 out of the last 3 weekends. Hope that ends pretty soon. But anyway, we'll have a couple of local lick segments. We played one of them earlier, the audio from it. Tyler Dozier. We'll also have Tim Burge and The Reckoning, and that's a star-studded cast, local players, local cats. We'll have Frank Martin Gilligan back in the Royal Spotlight by popular demand, and he's got a brand new song that Mickey Ashworth pulled up today. He just released it. Mickey gave it a spin, and we've added it to King's Country, so you'll be hearing that soon. Let's see what else in the show. The Southeast Texas debut of Presley and Taylor's new video is our Taylor Trading Company Music Clip of the Week from Nashville. Of course, the Honky Tonk Texas fabulous flashback. I'll be busy uploading those segments tomorrow, so you'll be able to stream them on demand on my YouTube channel. Anyway, thanks for streaming King's Country.
Somebody say, cool,